I try to wait that people are ready to sit and listen. Anyhow, my presentation is more like to do introduction about near for kind of end user. Forest machine. Our college is specialized in forest machine education. As you can see for the small figures, also mostly we have harvester operators and then forwarder operators, forest machine technician and forest truck drivers, and some cases also we educate excavator works, what excavator do in the forest site. But our location, we are located up to North Karelia area, and our students normally comes in almost this neighborhood. And for the figures we have in Finland around 5,000 forest machine operators. If that's a lot or not, what do you think? Yeah, but anyhow, I think there is more taxi drivers in Helsinki still. Anyhow, we are small for the amount of operators. It's really small, but anyhow, even though we can do commercial cutting, example last year we have done 58 million still on that persons. But anyhow, we have 8 other kind of competitors, 8 other forest machine education colleges, and they are located overall to Finland. And we do it together something like 350 forest machine operators yearly. And for that amount of figures, something like 70% will go on working life. 50% in forest machine operators operating, and this missing 20% will go normally using some other movable machine. And still for the competitors we have product where we do our marketing for next generation operators. And for our site, we have around 250 students, and we have 30 teachers to take care of our students. And when we go a little bit back, normally our headquarters it's in Valtimo, but we still have action in Joensuu. We have there we have one place where we do education, and then we have Iisalmi also. There we have in North Savo, we have there also action. And but anyhow, the basic place is in Valtimo. And of course, when we are dealing with forest machines, we have to have machines, and we have lots of harvesters, forwarders, excavators, and forest trucks or timber trucks. But anyhow, we have focused on our education then we want to use simulators in our education. So that's why this virtual reality, it's more like common issue for our college. And what we have done, for example, what kind of references we could have in our school. Beginning of 2000, we have started to develop working methods, and same time, of course, learning methods. And we have find some working models for harvester work, 2 models for thinning, and 2 models for clear cutting areas. And we haven't done that only by ourselves. We have had good partners. We have had research by universities, research institutes, and we are constantly doing all this development all the time. But anyhow, this is what I have put it here. It's, I believe that this kind of R&D, it's really common in our normal life. And reason for that, we have this kind of controlled training process for operator training. And it means that we always started on theory. We need theory for this basic training. We need theory for the working model example. Then we need almost directly to improve or start up to improve hand and eye coordination. That is skills what operators need. And then we have to follow quite quickly for real circumstances, real conditions and real operation in forest. But anyhow, we have put it in this learning processes in phases. We have phases to basic training phase, and then we have this kind of supervised working training. But anyhow, we have now very good path to follow and give good good learning sessions, because it's in touch in working process. And anyhow, we have this kind of gap syndrome. Does anybody get any vision or clue what that could be? Any suggestion? Because this operational works, example harvester or forwarder, it's like what we see it before. There is lots of information is coming. When we driving for the highway, this gap syndrome means same time, it's like the same like tunnel vision. There is no place to get more information or enough information, because this information, there is information overflow at the time, and then this head goes a little bit down, and these operators have to focus on some details on the screen or this control function or something. So this gap will go down on that moment, and that is good to know. That's why we need these kind of phases, that we can guide or control that operator who or this students who are learning about operation, then we have to know it when it's time to get some new things that he can handle that or he have skills to handle. And also we have create training packages for the contractors or some other, because anyhow variation of productivity for professional operators, it's still more than 40%. It's very huge, and as of our perspective, it's very huge. This is very huge potential to improve productivity overall. If we think about example this commercial cutting that this 5,000 operators could done 58 million cubics per year. If we get this number example for 20%, there is top of operators, there is only maybe 3 or 5% of population. It's on the top, and then they can do very good production. But what about if we get this operators what is really behind, what is less than 40% or more than 40% behind, and there is maybe 20-30% of that population. And that's why it's very huge potential to improve productivity in Finland. But anyhow, we have two training packages. As example, for professional operators, we have started to do video analysis about them work. We go on the machine, on the site, and we get information before that. Example, for the reports, there is production data or information what we can use, shift information, shift production information. There is plenty of places where we get information. There could be machine performance reports, what normally gives information that forest machine works like it should work in normal, or this machine performance should be 100%. So then we can know that there is no problem for machine. We can focus on operator performance. And of course we can do interviews, contractors, for the contractor or the operator. And then we put Hero GoPro camera on this operator's head, and then we then we take a short video for his working method, and then our working model what he do, and then we can stop the operation. Then we give then we select one of these working models and give more information about that. We do this training and analyze it in same time, and that's based on one working model. And then we can try to give a good or understanding what this means. Example, this processing time. Actually, this processing time is time when harvester head is feeding the stem, and when the operators push the show button and there comes a log, saw log or pulp log, then it's only time when this harvester it's earning money. And when harvester head will this stem ends, last pulp have done, and then the harvester head open, and then it comes time to find a new tree. And that time, every movement, driving movement to boom movement and everything, it's other time, and this other time it's time where nobody is paying. But anyhow, what we have, where we have, or what have been best at the moment, it's that we have some kind of working model where we can adapt every information, and then we can start to try to build for the operators like so-called smooth operator. So they have reasonable productivity, reasonable efficiency, and economy. Things seems to be good also, and wellness, that he can do that intensity of the work, example 20 years. But anyhow, do you have any idea how much it's cost, or how much this kind of harvester should earn per hour? Money, euros. Can Jukka give some example?
120.
That is quite good. It's something like 100 to 120 euros per hour. And if somebody pays, example, for thinning area, 10 euros per cubic, then this harvester should cut, or this operator should cut something like 10 to 12 cubics per hour. And that means when it's doing processing, it's something like 120 trees per hour. So almost each minute, operator should have done 2 trees. Some cases it's quite, or somebody can figure it out, is quite hesitate this working on operation, but we try to get this smooth operator idea still, and that have been quite success at the moment. We have some works to do there. Some contractors are ready to buy that kind of education. So we have same work models on forwarder operators operating also, same ideas. These phases are different, and we don't have still so good product for that yet, but maybe near future. But anyhow, if this work model is based for analysis, what we can do it in near future? And we are trying, we have done now one case for eye tracking. And why? Because I tried to give some example that it's this operators normally, when the operators knows that they have to be productivity. Lots of operators get this production for that they have very how to say, very rapid, aggressive, and what other words I could find about this operation, because they try to do it everything fast as possible, and for the end result, it's not really the issue to be fast. So we have some operators are really addicted for the speed, but that is always we have to remember that when we put more speed, where this operator can focus, then when the speed is really high level, then this vision it's more like pipe vision or tunnel vision, what we spoke earlier. But anyhow, for eye tracking, I believe in near future we get the information how this operator follow, how he will plan his work, how he will follow for that plan. And I think there is lots of things where we can find good improving. I put it in end that we want to build wise and smooth operators, but what about some other occupation? Is somebody have done house themselves or buy it for few contractors or constructors to do that, or have hired electrician to do electric work or plumber to do plumbing? How many of you wants that when you get this plumber that you know exactly where you are paying? Do you pay extra fast movements, or do you really pay for the result? Or do you pay only some other time for that? But anyhow, this was based on, and Roman will follow a little bit more about details what this eye tracking have, or what that should be in near future. Thank you for my side.
Thank you, Mikko. So the bottom line here is that you can't have both speed and quality. You have to balance those. You need reasonable quality and reasonable speed.
Yeah, exactly.
Both. Yeah. Okay, any questions from the audience? Over there.
Has the quality of the operators become better now when the new generation of gaming kids are coming to workplaces? I mean, they're used to making fast decisions, small movements.
Yeah, exactly. They have good eye-hand coordination.
Yeah, maybe.
So the question was, are the new students better because they have trained themselves in front of computer games for several years?
No. They have better coordination, but when we do about these terms, we have to teach reasonable working method, example something here. Then we have to teach this idea. But anyhow, that will help. Good eye and hand coordination, it will help lots of things.
Yeah, it helps everything in life if you have good hand coordination, including driving and doing all kind of work. Any more questions? Over there.
So if you take average operator and its productivity, what is the potential of improving this productivity using this model on average?
Average potential to improve productivity. If this variation is something like 40%, I can't really say what, but example, this bigger companies, example UPM, Stora Enso, or Metsähallitus, or others, they have given that information that every year 2% have to be more. This productivity should rise 2% per year. But anyhow, we believe that we can do it for the good operators. We can give it something like 5 to 10, 15% quite easily.
Over there.
Can you predict from the incoming student material what's the outcome going to be? Like, is there a profile or type that you could say, okay, this will make a good operator after being trained, or this would be a little more time?
Not yet. We have a kind of not really rules of thumb, but we can in Finland we can call it hihavakio. We have that kind of things what we have on mind, but maybe in near future for this example, this kind of eye tracking, I believe that will help lots of things for us. I think it's based or time with what can give enough data and information to do some kind of profiling.
So if you have to give me your hihavakio, what kind of profile you would say makes a good operator?
So the question was, what kind of student will be a good operator after the training?
Normal reactions, not top hand and eye and hand coordination. Good is still enough, and
steady hand,
yes,
patience.
Yeah. But what we need, it's also we need planning skills. Because if we if we think about driving car, we drive back here for this road is quite slippery and everything. But if we try to rise our speed little 120, if our skills is only 100, so everybody can figure it out what will happen. Ditch, you can find a ditch beside the road quite easily. Anyhow, I believe mostly that if we have normal actions in human being, it's normal reaction time, normal hand and eye coordination, and normal skills to do planning. It's enough.
Yeah, these are not going to be a formula drivers.
Yeah, no,
race drivers.
No. That is different.
Yeah. Are they all boys, or do you have girls?
We have girls also, and women in the adult side.
Okay. Thank you.